the need to quilt. You gotta go, 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 go. I'ma let you in on where you ought to go. You gotta go, 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 go. For every yard of fabric you will ever need. You gotta go, 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 go. From pre-cuts to wide backs to fat quarter bundles. You gotta go, 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 go. You gotta go, 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 go. Now the name of the store is Fabric Bash. It's the greatest fabric store in the world. The name of the store is Fabric Bash. Say it one more time. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. Now when I say fabric, you say bash. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. Fabric Bash. When I say bash, you say fabric bash. Fabric bash. Fabric bash. Fabric bash. Fabric bash. Fabric. Now when I say quilt, you say shop. Quilt shop. Quilt shop. Quilt shop. Quilt shop. Quilt shop. Now when I say shop, you say quilt shop. Quilt shop. Quilt shop. Quilt. 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 Fabric bash. Fabric bash. Woo! Fabric bash. Fabric bash.
All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. This is Greg from South Dakota Fabric Bash for Bash Therapy Live. Kathy is back down in Omaha now, so I will be the one running this one up here. We have not gotten a crazy amount of new fabrics in, so I'm not going to be showing off that much new stuff that we got going on. I know we got some in today, but I haven't been able to get to it to receive it. So we are going to be going over kind of some of the fabrics that we've had probably before we started doing these lives again. Getting ready for the 4th of July that's coming up, some of the different kits and little patterns that we have. And then we'll also talk about what's coming up next week. The reason why Kathy is gone is because she has to go back down to Omaha to grab the Handy Quilter van with Jake in about a week and a half, and they will be driving up here, I believe next Wednesday, should be the 17th. They're going to be here Wednesday, and we have our Handy Quilter event going on next week. I didn't link that in the products, but if you could just go, if you want to look at it, you look up the Handy Quilter hands-on educational event. 18th through the 20th is in Rapid City, and then 25th through the 27th is in Omaha. I know in Rapid City we are pretty filled up on classes. There are still some slots available on the later days, so please give that a look if you have not yet and are interested. Have a long arm, don't have a long arm. If you want to get a few tips and tricks versus, you want to try out a long arm, see if you ever want one. It is a great class, and those ladies know what they are talking about. The other thing I did not link in the products on our webpage is our batting and some of our other notions that we got. So we had a Fifth Saturday, about a week and a half ago now. We have gotten a lot of our batting back in and restocked. I know we were getting pretty low. So we have a lot more prepackaged batting in 80/20 and cotton. And we also have it by the roll. So if you have been waiting to get batting at all or anything like that, now's the time to grab some. Hopefully this is all working correctly. I don't have to have your... I think this is working, right? No, that's not what I want. Okay. I think this is working. All right, so some of the fabric we're going to be going over that I have is our front porch charm. I don't have the whole line with me in the back here, just because there's a lot of solids. and reds and whites. But this front porch charm, I have some of my favorite ones back here, is great coming up for the 4th of July. So that is a white one with flowers. We got a blue one with some blue and red flowers. A red one with some white and blue flowers. Like I said, fantastic fabric coming up for the 4th of July. If you have any patterns that you want to get done before then, anything like that. Let me move this down a little bit so maybe the light will be better for you guys. We got some red, white, and blue stripes because we got to have those. So I attached this whole line to that link. We're getting low on some of it, but now is the time to get it before 4th of July. And then we got some white backgrounds, more of a cream background with some red and blue flowers on it. Then, like I said, we have the rest of the line on there. There's some solid whites, reds, and blues as well. Fantastic for any flag patterns, anything like that, which is what I will move to next. So, 4th of July is coming up. We have a lot of patriotic kits here in our South Dakota store. We have all the branch members, all that kind of stuff. And then we have a couple flags available. So, patriotic flags. We have it in 2 colors. That red and that blue, you can kind of see there. That red color and that blue color, both those kits are linked. It is not a huge quilt. It's 32 by 36. So fairly easy. Nothing too crazy going on. But those are some of the fabrics that you see in it. You have a kind of varying blue with some grays and blues for that all blue one. And then the red one, you get kind of your standard red, white, and blue with a lot of different options in there. And then another patriotic quilt. This flag one right here. This is, I think, one of my favorite panels that we have had in. And it's a fairly easy quilt where you're really just putting some borders around your panel. It's 48 by 55. And like I said, in my opinion, a very sharp, very nice looking panel. So yes, we have a couple of these. These might be off for a little bit. Some of our products that we put in the page got a little messed up. So maybe give these a few minutes to make sure that we have the right quantity put in. Because I know we have at least a few of these, but online it might say 0. And then the last of the patriotic stuff for now is we're going to be going over this right here. So what I have is a little apron that was made, and this was made by one of my employees with a embroidery unit and this Riley Blake thumb drive. So this thumb drive comes with quite a few different designs on there with 4 standard options. Let's see if we could get that glare off of there. Might not be able to with this shiny plastic. There we go. You have some pinwheels. You have some freestanding designs, some cupcake toppers, all that kind of stuff. Just cute little stuff. And then some patterns for a fall apron and some freestanding designs that you can use as decorations for your 4th of July party. All my employee had was a 5x7 hoop. I think medium tearaway, so it didn't take anything crazy. 5x7 hoop, and she got it done in a day. Really easy. And she is not like a professional embroiderer. She hasn't done a crazy amount of it. So it's really pretty simple stuff. Riley Blake has very easy to follow instructions a lot of the times. I think they can be really, really good. So check this out if you're interested in embroidery at all. And let me move this back. And then we have got getting ready for the summer. And if you have a kid or grandkid or anything like that going to South Dakota State University, we have got some of the fabrics in for you. So this one is just a blue with a lot of their different symbols and South Dakota State University on there. 45 wide cotton fabric, really sharp, a very deep blue, which I really like. And then we have got another South Dakota State with more like stamps and that kind of thing on it, with stamps of blue and their logos, all that kind of stuff. Again, very, very deep blues, which I really like. So if you have anyone, you need a graduation quilt going or anything like that, or getting ready for their moving to South Dakota State University, this is great fabric for you. As well as the two tonal fabrics for it. So some great blues and yellows that will go along with those two. Match them for a full quilt. And we got one more thing to move on to. We're going to move on to some of our wide backs that we have got because South Dakota, I know we've had some going on, but we're definitely having more and more rodeos going on. So we got some wide backs in the other day. We might have shown these off before, but we're going to show them off again if we already have. Make sure they don't fall. So this is 108 wide cotton fabric, and I will make sure that there's not a lot of glare, hopefully. We have got a cream with horses. So a cream on cream with some darker shadow horses on there. Cowboys, I should say. The horses. Cowboys riding those horses. And we have, that's a good view of it. So a lot of rodeos going on. This cream on cream will make it work with quite a few different quilts. You're not going to have to be too particular. I just spilled my cup of water a little bit, so that's great. And we have that very similar fabric in a lot of different colors. A lot. I should say a lot, maybe 5 different colors. So we have gotten a white and cream kind of with varying colors of horses. These ones do not have cowboys on them, so it is just the horses. But this would work with a very good multi-tone quilt. It's just a white with a lot of different colors. 108 wide again, cotton fabric. And then one for the darker quilts. This is a dark gray with almost black silhouettes of the horses, very dark gray at least. So this will work really well with any of the darker quilts that you have going on. Anything that uses a lot of grays, blacks, that kind of thing. 108 wide, cotton fabric. We got 2 more. We got a blue one. I can actually see this going well with a lot of the military stuff we have, that kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of cool. But you have a light blue with dark blue silhouettes of the cowboys. Great backing fabric for any bluish quilt. And one last neutral. We got browns. So that cream is a little bit too light for any of your quilts. Well, this one should work for you. It's a darker brown. It's a brown with those silhouettes are pretty dark. The camera is maybe not making them quite as dark, but they stand out really well. So that is all the fabric we have to show off. Like I said, we have not gotten anything, not anything new in the last week or so. We have gotten some stuff that we're getting ready for Blocks of the Months coming up and that kind of thing. And we are getting ready for our Handy Quilter event next week, which is going to be very exciting because I know we have at least one of the classes very full or all the way full, and then a couple of the other classes pretty close to full. So if you want to step in on those, get in on those, make sure to check them out as soon as possible before we run out of slots. Again, that is the Hands-On Handy Quilter event, the 18th through the 20th in South Dakota. In Omaha, it is the 25th through the 27th, I believe. And I know they have a few more slots available. So if you're still interested in down there, there's a lot more availability for those classes. But thank you guys for joining, and we will see you guys. I guess I should say you guys will see Mark and Jake, maybe Kathy, tomorrow. So thank you guys.